Huh? Oh, hello, Big Track. Oh, you brought me something. Cool. Okay, have it. Big Track. Big Track. Big Track! No! Yes, I know. Well, I was going to review the Big Track Junior as a video, but to be fair, what can I actually do with the Big Track Junior outside of something like that? Yes. So instead, we're going to look at something completely different because he brought me a present. He brought me the Beano from January the 25th, 1997. Yes. Welcome to a new series I decided to do, which is looking at old print media because I can. This spawned from the fact that I managed to buy 3 of these quite cheap. Shut up. I'm going to have to go turn that off now, aren't I? Don't worry, the Big Track was absolutely fine. But yeah, there'll be no review on that because how am I supposed to make a 20-minute video on that? It's boring. It's not as interesting as the big one. Anyway, yes, welcome to the Beano and this new series I'm doing called Looking at Old Print Media. As I said, mainly because I was able to buy 3 of these quite cheap, and I may have brought some newspapers from 1914 as well. So we'll be looking at these throughout the course of the weeks, because why not? Now, the Beano is the exact sort of comic that I was into, although I was far more of a Dandy person. My brother used to get the Beano. I actually remember him getting this particular copy of the Beano. Not this the actual one, but this one. I remember this front page. In 1997, I was 9 years old. I am old. Yes, Pidge. Pidge is flirting with a copy of the Beano, which you can see from a distance away. So yes, the Beano. Don't think it's in print anymore, unfortunately. Neither is the Dandy. The UK's #1 comic, Beano, number 2845, January the 25th, 1997. Every Thursday, 42p, when most things would be priced with 42. Here is Dennis the Menace, the front page of the Beano, although the first person on the Beano was an ostrich whose name I've forgotten, but he was the very first one, I'm sure. You're wondering what's going on. I can tell because I'm wearing a Menace mind-reading cap. Har-de-har. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. So obviously the comic is a series of comic strips designed for children to make things entertaining, and adverts as well, and we're going to look at them in general to see what happens. So let's see. Let's test it, Nasher. Colonel, yes. Dennis the Menace had a neighbour that was literally an old commander. Yes, he wonders what time it is and then fires a gun. Because every single person has a 12-pounder in their back garden they fire for fun. Sergeant Slipper, the police officer. Broken things. And look, there's Dennis has stolen something because he is naughty. And there's, look, they got Nasher, Nipper, and Rasher, I think they were called. Why he had a pet pig, I'll never know. That he did. And his mum. Oh, and look at the head of this. Don't you know, Dennis? Couldn't you read my mind? Titter. Yeah. Like here as well. Chortle. It's like, that's not a word, it's a sound effect, but they don't differentiate it in any way, shape, or form. So I always used to think they were going chortle, titter, when it's like, you know, because I was a moron. Chortle. Oh, what's this on the top? There's a free packet of round cheese fruit pastels with the Dandy. 1st of February 1997. I love the Dandy. Woo, 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 woo. Gotta love the Dandy. And then he takes it off, and it's made his hair curl, and he gets cross, and then his mum buys it, and then he makes £5, which back in the day you could literally buy a video game for £5. And then haircut. And then he cuts all his hair off with his dog. And somehow doesn't die from this. Great. Les Pretend. The little kid with the big imagination. I remember this guy. I never liked Les Pretend that much because he just used to pretend rather than doing stuff. All my clothes are dirty. I'll help Mum by washing them. Wishbone. This one will do. The clothes should be ready by now. Oh, yeah, I've shrunk a bit. Gasp. You put them in too much hot. We put them in too hot a wash. You'll just have to wear one of my dresses till I can buy you new clothes. Oh, I don't mind. Oh, that's actually kind of sweet. Is this acceptance of things? Back in the 90s? Never. Oh, my gosh. Wow. Maybe this comic was a bit forward-thinking in the way it viewed things and people in dresses. That's kind of amazing. And then we have these ones, the Munch Bunch. These were paid-for advertisement strips. It says it at the top there, advertisement. But they would put their own comic strip in, and they were always a bit crap. But it would happen, and yeah, it was obviously selling a product. And you have cool snowboarding Blackberry and Raspberry and dude with glasses and Strawberry and sombrero wearing Peach. They were awful. We're not looking at that. Ivy the Terrible. Another staple of the Beano that was always like there'd always be an Ivy. Like you think Ivy the Terrible, Roger the Dodger, Dennis the Menace, the Bash Street Kids, and what was his name? Unlucky 13, I think, as well. Calamity 13 or something like that. I think he's in this one. You know he's in one of them because I have read them. He was always in there as well. It's just a staple. But yes. Whoa, this book of records is fun. I'd like to be in it. But what record could I set? And now apparently all these adults are going to follow this child into a telephone booth. 6 10-year-olds in the phone booth. No, and he's obviously put his foot through the glass, so now he's dead. Ivy was horrible to her dad. How she managed to hurl her dad, I don't know. She's pretty damn strong. What's wrong with that? She was just playing, you miserable old git. The world's biggest pizza mail. Fatty. He was someone from the Bash Street Kids. Fatty was always amusing. And then he sets a record. Is the most... You set a record, most failed record attempts in one day. I don't think that's how it works. I said you got Calamity James, I think is his name, there. And the number 13 shirt. He was actually quite funny. Here we go, advert. Free stamp collector starter kit. Contains 14 items. It's usually $150. Oh my. This outfit will be sent absolutely free if you send us your name and address. It will send a section of special approvers which you can buy for just half price. Purchase with the stamps you want. Blah, 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 blah. Basically, send us money and we'll send things back. What country puts a Spania on the stamps? Spain, I guess. What was the penny black the first stamp? I think so. Does Jersey issue stamps? I don't know. Do Irish stamps have Erie on them? I think so. It's Ireland, isn't it? Yeah, adverts. Here's joking. Joking was always bloody awful. Like, it's a terrible joke every time. Although I think most of them were actually submitted by kids, especially looking at this, because this just appeared to be a child one. So it's like, I don't like the art style of this one, but at the same time, if it's being submitted by kids, that's fair enough. The basic joke of this one is they've got to rush, if you can throw his watch from this cliff, then zoom down and catch it, I'll go with him. It's about going to the school dance. So obviously these people try and it's practically impossible. And then joking's like, oh yeah, I set my watch 5 minutes back because I'm funny. And Journey to the centre of the stomach, an enjoyable eating game with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a Cadbury's cream egg, which I don't have on hand, but as you can see, the packaging hasn't changed much. So if you land on one to be a real yellow belly, eat the yolk first. You burped, miss a lick. What? A neighbour complains about your rumbling stomach. Eat your egg immediately, which is what I do. Be polite, use a knife and fork. How about no? Shock your mum. Tell you prefer sprouts to cream eggs. Oh, God. There's no winning this game. Good Lord. I did used to like Brussels sprouts as well. Oh, my gosh. I didn't see that advertisement, and we're going to have a look at it soon because I want to cover that. Here we go. Calamity James. Probably my favourite comic strip in the Beano just because he's stupid. Look, free peanuts, even for you, you ugly mug. Cool, good luck at last. The idea is he's the unluckiest person in the universe. And he's like, I can't get this packet open. James. You're looking at him and there's a bloody fly flying by with compost cola. Stuff like that is just stupid. And don't interrupt, actually. He's got a bloody mushroom growing from his tongue. And then he gets a saw and he's trying to open it with a saw. And then he gets an axe and he's trying to open it with an axe and a bally drill, and then he gives up. And it looks really creepy. And he's like, as I was saying, all you have to do is squeeze. And he's like, oh, what a clever lemming. And then it turns out, the icing on the cake, that he's allergic to peanuts. Yeah, I mean, just look at the spider. The art style for this one is just so out there in comparison to everything else. It's like, it fits in with everything else, but there's just something different about it. It's things like this, faces like this, just made me end up loving this character, and he is probably one of my favourite things about the Beano, alongside, we'll say, with the Bash Street Kids as well, because they were great. You beauty, they're fruity, and they're fruit pastels, which is actually kind of convenient because I have a roll of fruit pastels that I was eating in between making videos. Next week on sale, Wednesday the 29th of January, issue dated the 1st of the 2nd, 97. 42 pence in the Beano, you get your free packet of sweets, and you could win the trip to Disneyland. But here's the advert we all wanted to look at. Get your kit on. Yes. Detail all the excitement of a real FA Premier League football. Oh, wait. The new Subutio 96-97 FA Premier League teams are all here. All new strips and all. Subutio, if you don't know, was a game that was popular in England, but not, if that makes sense, especially in the 80s and into the 90s. Which is basically football flick. It's basically a version of flick football. I actually have some Subutio sets. I'd be meaning to cover it, but I need someone else to play with because I don't really play the game. So I need someone else who's a moron to play with me, and I've never done it, but Subutio is great. I remember it from my childhood. Most of my original team are literally just the bases and broken figures. The Bash Street Kids. The Bash Street Kids is basically about a bunch of kids at school and how they get away with this stuff. So this teacher is basically a very accurate representation in this panel of how everybody feels when they wake up. Another day, ho-hum. And then he walks in and it's Planty and oh gosh. And yeah, we borrowed the Jungle Book and the school library and got a bit carried away. What? They grew all these plants from reading a book? And that one attempted to eat the teacher's face and the teacher's just like, yeah, I don't care. And then his glasses are back. Oh, the botanical gardens. They start from the botanical gardens. And they're like, oh, the Bass Street Kids. Somehow they missed the entire tropical garden going missing. I shall help you take them back. Yeah, this is actually much harder to do than I imagined. And then they all get hungry and eat whilst the teacher's doing all the work. That's just unfair. It's not even the teacher's fault. I've always felt sorry for this teacher. I think he did get his own back in a couple of things. There was an animated thing that the Beano did as well. I had a VHS of it. I actually really enjoyed it because it was kind of creepy and horrible. Is there anyone out there that search for alien life? And just look how Calamity James doesn't look right. But, you know, they're all just looking for aliens. It's actually a good look at what else was in the canon. Number 13, think your Addams Family kind of thing. The numbskulls, think Inside? What's that movie? You know, Inside Out. That movie about things inside before it actually happened. Bass Street Kids. Ivy the Terrible. And Let's Pretend. You know. Yeah, no, this is just the thing they used to do. I mean, it's alright. Number 13. No, we don't actually have a copy of number 13 in here. And here's the numbskulls. I always like this image to start with because it's literally just the inside of his head. Yeah. Always kind of interesting. Because there's a little character introduction and, you know, these are stories about just, break everything. I'm not going to look at this one too much because it's a bit kind of like, there's a lot of gross stuff here and I don't want to look at it. Even Nasher and Nipper got their own bloody comic strip, which was a bit pointless. Let's use Nipper to clean out drains. Yes, that's not animal abuse in any way, shape or form. You know, that's really bad. I certainly hope they didn't have a waste disposal unit in there. The Dennis the Menace fan club. My brother was a part of this. We actually had those two club badges. I can't find them to save my life. Maybe I should reapply now. A 55 pence postal order. Good lord. 55 pence postal order. It'll be like $4.99 a month now. Inflation. Let me see your school report card, Dennis. Yes, we all know those feelings. Fast food restaurant. Kids eat free. Yes, we all saw that joke coming. Fatty Cake District. Oh, and that dude as well. I can't remember his name. Little Bear or something like that. He was, meh. Number 13. As I said, it's, sort of your Addams Family type thing with this little vampire dude. I've got some kind of bug, Boris. All looks perfectly fine to me. Come over to my place. The change will do you good. Let's play in the swamp. Yes, I can do with the company. Oui. Good fun, eh? Now for a game of basketball. But you don't have a net. Oh, yes, I do. Ha 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 ha. Let's play Tig. Remember I caught some kind of bug? Well, it looks like some kind of bug wants to catch me. And that was a pointless comic strip. That wasn't funny in the least. And Boris only got that voice because it's Boris, and I associate that with Easton. And I don't know, that was really bad. Minnie the Minks, another staple of the Beano. It appears in this comic strip, he literally, or she rather, literally forces her dad to be a dog by hypnotizing him. It seems that now I understand why everybody is into hypnosis. And then his mum's at the end like, no, leave him as a dog. Oh no, wow, how horrible. Roger the Dodger. We're right at the end now. You can tell it's probably a good time. We had 15 minutes to look at this. Mum brought herself a fitness trampoline. 8, 9, 10. That's enough. How the hell is she that fit if she's doing like that? I could borrow it for some dodges. Here he goes. Oh, and there we go. He's not doing anything. He's thinking, SWAT, study, learn. Wow. Yeah, he shut the window. That was clever. Rescue the cat. Give me £1 if I rescue your cat. Oh, it's not his cat. No way, that's not my cat. I hate a smart Alec. I owe Roger a bashing for dodging me out of some sweets. I'm going to get you, Dodger. Look at the typical bully. He looks like he's in his 20s. Oh, wow. That's a really weird end. And the Munch Bunch again with the shakers. Nobody cares. And it's onto the back page. It's Billy Weirs. Every Thursday, the Beano, January 25th, 1997. Woo! Okay, film this tall building from the BBC, Beano Town Broadcasting Company. It's probably more independent than our current BBC is. That's it. Pan it up. Wow, that kid's at every window. And he's on the roof. Film a general view of the shops. It's that kid again. Does he have like 50 brothers? I can't film anywhere without that kid. Why would a director from TV have like a shouty thing like that? Hold it, kid. The director would like me to film you and interview with you. Only get rid of him. Interview me? Oh, I can't do that. I'm camera shy. The idea of Billy the Wiz was he was very, very quick and could run away very, very quickly, and he's a bum, and no one likes him. But yes, that was the first episode of looking at old print media, a copy of the Beano from 1997, which cost me 50p, or maybe it was £1, I don't know. But hey, I've got 2 more to look at, and some newspapers from the very long time ago. If you like this particular video, let me know in the comments if this is something you'd like me to continue, because I'm trying to branch out into different series now on YouTube and different things I can do, as well as my unboxing videos of toy cars, which I haven't brought any recently, so I need to get on eBay and buy some now, really, so I can have them ready. Obviously, I've got a lot of content coming. I'm doing a lot of it ready, so we'll continue posting every week on a Wednesday, unless something goes wrong. And I thank you greatly for watching. As I said, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think. And you all have a lovely day now. Goodbye.